Good evening, everyone. This is Robert Jamieson. Welcome to our online chess lesson for Thursday the 23rd of May. And over there in New Zealand we have Nathaniel. Say hello, Nathaniel.
Hi, Robert.
Hi. Now, can you tell us a bit about yourself? Because we don't know much about New Zealand. Whereabouts do you live over there?
I live in Auckland and Remuera. I live a road down from Sam.
Right. How old are you?
I'm 10.
Okay. You've been playing chess for long?
I've been playing chess since I was 6.5.
Oh, okay. That's a fair whack. And have you got a rating?
Yes, I do. I've got a chess. I went to
a rating?
I've got a chess power rating, but I don't have an NZCF rating yet.
Okay. All right. Oh, well, something to look forward to. Now, how did you go with the puzzle today? Do you reckon you solved it, or you're still working on it?
I think I solved it.
Okay. I'll just bring it up on the other screen. All right. So, what's your idea for the first move for white?
Bishop G2, check, check.
Yes. Now that's obvious. Now, in the initial position, we say to ourselves, "What is black threatening?" And he's obviously threatening to push that pawn through and get a queen. So the first move, Bishop G2 check, is obvious. Now, where do you want black to put his king?
I think he would do king to C7.
King to C7. All right. I've had a few different thoughts from the guys. So let's have a quick little poll on the questions, guys. What square do you want black to move his king to? So if you type in now, so Nathaniel's liking king C7. So if you like that, type that. Or if you've got a different idea, you type something different. Joey's likes king C7. Bridges king C8. Daniel A6. Callum king C8. Justin likes A6. Lucas likes king C7. Oliver likes king A8, which is illegal because we play bishop takes king, Oliver. Derek likes king B8. All right, why did you choose king C7, Nathaniel?
I chose it because the king will try to eventually go around
and gobble that pawn on B4 and stuff. That's your idea, is it? So your king's going to hoon off and try and come round here and gobble a pawn on B4. Okay. Now, in playing chess and in solving these puzzles, it's more or less a contest of ideas. You have to come up with a good idea and you have to see what your opponent's ideas are and try and counter them. Now, black actually has a better idea than playing king C7. Some of you have got it. Nathaniel's, you've missed it. What he could do and probably should do is king A6. Now, why would that be a sneaky idea that's better than king C7? Any idea? Oh, hang on, he's gone offline on me. All right, we'll better wait till he comes back. Let's have a talk to Joshua. You there, Josh? Are you there, Josh?
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, can you hear me, Josh?
Yes.
Good. Did you see king A6 or did you want to go to C7?
Oh, I just came on.
Oh, okay, you just come on. All right, well, have a look at the puzzle now. Nathaniel, who's gone offline on me, wanted king C7, but the tricky idea, some of you guys got was king A6. All right, which is going to be a stalemate if black loses his two pawns. So what do you think white could do here, Josh, to try and avoid the stalemate? Should he take that pawn on G4 or do something different? What happens if he takes the pawn on G4? What's black going to do?
Black has to queen.
He's going to get a queen, we take it, and it's stalemate. So that's black's little trick. So we can't take that pawn, so what can we do instead? Find me a sensible move.
Probably maybe play bishop h1.
Okay, but he's then going to play G3, so you're looking at bishop h1. Isn't he going to play G3, G2, take me, H1, take me, and we're in the same predicament?
Yeah.
Let's try king move. What can we do with our king?
Maybe king. I'm not sure, but maybe king h4.
Yep, all right, let's try king h4. All right, so now he's going to push his pawn up. Now we're in the same predicament. If we take that pawn, he's going to go h1 equals queen. We take it, it's a draw. And if we leave that bishop on that diagonal, his king can't escape. So, whoops, hang on, I've got the wrong presentation. Yes, so the bishop's controlling this diagonal. So black's going to be stalemated unless we can block that control of the diagonal somehow. Give you any idea what we'll have to do? So we can't take the pawn. If we move the bishop to h1, he just plays g2. What else can we do? British has got the right idea. How about we try king h3? All right. So what's black going to do here, do you think?
Probably get a queen.
He's only got one move, so we take it. And now he's only got one move again, hasn't he?
Oh yeah.
And what do we take that with?
King.
The king, yes. So it's no longer stalemate. The king has to come out. And then we can just move our king up and we win because we're a bishop up and there's no stalemate. So I don't think anyone got that or even got close. It was a pretty tricky little puzzle, but you can see the battle of ideas where white is trying to gobble the pawns and being a bit up. But hang on, I've got this tricky stalemate. But then white doesn't do the obvious thing and take the pawn, but he realises he's got to get his king in front of the bishop, and then he wins. So that was quite a cute little puzzle. Okay, let's move on to the game for today. Now, Nathaniel's trying to get back online, but he's still offline. So I'll talk to someone else. So thank you, Joshua. Okay, who can we talk to? Let's go up to Brijesh. You there, Brijesh?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
Yep. How are you tonight?
No. Yeah,
Good.
yeah. Sorry?
Did you get close to solving the puzzle or not?
Kind of. Not really.
Kind of. Okay. All right. Well, till Nathaniel gets back online, you can help me with the start of his game. Actually, he might be back. Let me see. Are you there, Nathaniel?
Yes, I am.
Oh, all right. Thank you. You're having internet problems from the look of it.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's hope it hangs in there. So I've chosen one of your games. You sent me heaps of your games, and I had a look at them. And your main problem seems to be tactics. You miss sort of threats that he can make or good moves that you can make. So we're going to have a special look at tactics today, and if we finish the game in time, I've got a few little puzzles to test our tactical ability that we can have a look at. Okay, now you were black in this game, so let's get started. Here we go, e4, e5, nf3, nc6, d4. Then you played f6. Can you tell me why you want to play f6? Oh, he's gone offline again on me. Dear, oh dear, we are having trouble. Apologies, everyone. I'll go back to Brijesh. Sorry, Brijesh, you're back again?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. Now, Nathaniel just played f6. Do you reckon that's a good move or a bad move?
No, it's bad, but I think in the Scotch you have to take the moment they give you the pawn.
All right, tell me why f6 is a bad move.
Because he's gonna play d5.
Maybe he's going to play d5. One of the bad things is it takes away, that's f6 square from the knight. That's the best square for our knight, isn't it? So if we've got a pawn there, then our knight can't get out where we want it to be.
Okay.
So that's one problem. Okay, I'm trying to remove that. All right. So you should instead, so you reckon we take the pawn?
Yeah, you should take the pawn.
Yeah, that's the normal move.
Yeah.
Actually, I'll show you something a little bit tricky. So white takes you back. What do you reckon black should do here?
Black should do queen e7.
No. What he should do is develop his little pieces first. So he puts bishop c5, so double attack on that knight. And then white usually plays knight takes knight, which means if we take that knight back, we're going to get a double pawn. But we have a sneaky move here that we can do instead of taking the knights. You see any sneaky move for black?
Bishop check? No, not check.
No, our queen's attacked, so we've got to be careful about the queen.
Oh, knight f6?
No, no, he's going to take our queen. What we could do,
a queen,
queen
yeah.
Yeah, so now we've got the attack going down here from the queen and the bishop. So he can't save the knight because we get a checkmate. So he might, I don't know, he might play, what could he do? He might play queen e2 or something, and then we can take his knight and we don't double our pawns. So that's a sneaky way of doing it if you want. But in the game, Nathaniel did f6. I'll see if he's back. You're back again, Nathaniel. Can you hear me, Nathaniel? Yep.
Yes, I can.
Okay, let's try again. Let's hope your internet hangs in there. Thanks, Brijesh. Okay, so we just said your f6 wasn't the greatest move because you need that square for the knight. Okay, now white plays pawn takes pawn. Tell you what, guys, we'll type in yes or no. Should white play pawn takes pawn? Is that a good move? Yes or no? So on the questions, give me the answer. Yes, you want to take. Callum goes yes. Bridges goes no. Oliver, no. Derek, yes. Josh, no. Daniel, no. Thomas, not sure. Lucas, no. So what do you think, Nathaniel? Is taking your pawn on e5 a good move or a bad move? You there, Nathaniel? Dear, oh dear. Nathaniel, talk to me. Okay, it looks like he's gone again. Right, well, the answer is it is a bad move. Most of you put no because we want that black pawn to stay on f6 where the knight should be. Like maybe instead we should play pawn to d5, chasing his knight away and gaining lots of lovely space. That wouldn't be too bad. So white's made a little mistake, pawn takes pawn, because now Nathaniel can put his knight on f6 and it's not blocked by a pawn. So that was a little boo-boo. Okay, white's go. Now, white wants probably to develop his kingside bishop, so he can castle. So I'll give you guys a choice. Should he put it on c4 or b5? So type in for me what you prefer, c4 or b5. Bridges, Daniel going c4, Sam's going b5. Joey's going c4, Lucas. Let's have a talk to Lucas. You there, Lucas?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, hello. Yes.
How are you? You want to go to b5? Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah. Tell me why you choose b5.
Well, it's quite a good position for the bishop. I think it's more aggressive, preventing him from maybe in the future playing d4 because he probably wouldn't want his knight pinned.
Okay, you go to take his knight. So if you play bishop bishop out to b5, are you going to take his knight or not, or just hopefully pin him in the future?
Maybe set it up for a pin.
Okay, all right.
But I also like c4 because it eyes up that weak spot, and right now it kind of is looking a bit weak.
Yes. I personally like the c4 one because you're on that weakened diagonal, all those lovely white squares in that F7 square, which is now really weak, whereas D5, the knight's not even pinned yet because he hasn't moved his D pawn, so I'm not
Yes,
sure.
and maybe in the future we could even play knight to G5, knight G5.
Yeah, something like that. All right. So anyway, in the game, white went B5, so probably a little bit of a mistake. Then Nathaniel developed his knight, so that's good. Now white took. You reckon that's a good move or a bad move? Lucas?
A bad move, because that's a really good bishop for a bad knight.
Yes.
And it'll allow him to take with the B pawn, so BC, and allowing him to gain better control of the center.
Yes, yeah. It's a bad move because it's just swapping pieces. So he spent 2 moves to swap pieces of equal value. What he should do is wait until black attacks the bishop and then decide whether or not he wants to take it. So taking it now is not really good. Black takes back. White moves his other knight out. That's okay. What do you reckon black should do now, Lucas? What would be a good developing move for black?
D4.
D5, you mean?
Oh, yes, sorry, D5.
Oh, now hang on, wait a minute. It's our turn to move. We haven't asked ourselves a question. What question should we ask ourselves? What is he
Doing?
threatening?
Threatening.
So, for instance, you need to have a little think, can he take your pawn on E5? Because that's undefended.
But I think it's kind of a little counterattack, because you can take the pawn on E4, possibly with the knight or the pawn.
He's now defended that with his knight, so he may now be threatening to take that pawn. So if you did a move like D5, he might be able to take that pawn on D5 and then take the one on E5 and win a pawn. So we have to be a little bit careful. And D5 is not really a developing move. He's got 2 bits out. We've only got 1. So think of a developing move you could make, maybe.
Bishop B4.
Yes, I like Bishop B4 because that pins the knight, and also our knight might be then threatening to take his pawn. So Bishop B4 isn't too bad. Another move you could look at, maybe you might even play Bishop A6, because that bishop's then controlling the long diagonal and stopping white from castling. That might be annoying for him. So I'd have to worry whether my e-pawns are protected then or not. What Nathaniel actually did with Bishop B6. Is that a good one or a bad one?
Bad one. The bishop's really not doing anything, and it's blocking his D pawn.
Yes, exactly right. All right. So, Mike, Nathaniel. Nathaniel, 3rd time lucky. Are you there now?
Yes, I am.
All right. Got your fingers crossed. Your internet keeps dropping out. It's terrible.
Yeah, it is.
All right. Well, let's hang in there while we can. So you've just played Bishop D6. Probably wasn't the best square. We're saying Bishop B4 might have been better. But
Yeah,
let's plot on. Now he pins you. Is that a good move for him or a bad move, do you think?
That's in a way is kind of good, because he's completely taking away the threat of me later going to B4 like you said and maybe winning that pawn.
Okay, but can he well, first off, if you're going to do a pin, you've got to decide, do I want to swap pieces? So does he want to swap that bishop for your knight, do you think?
Probably not, because that knight's not really powerful, really. And
Yeah,
I've
no,
got an open king side, so
Yeah, that wouldn't be a good swap. Now, can you break that pin if he's gone there?
yes, I can. I can go to Bishop E7.
Right, is there another thing you can do to break the pin?
I can go H6.
Yes, that's what you did. So you just put the question to the bishop straight away, and he ended up taking it. So the pin didn't last very long at all. It was like a waste of time. All right, $1 million question. Should you take back with the queen or the pawn?
Probably
Queen or pawn?
probably the pawn to give back up onto your E pawn, so then your bishop can then be free to do other things and it doesn't have to stay there because of the
Okay.
knight, but it does open inside.
Just about everyone is screaming at me queen, except for Joey, who likes the pawn. Let's have a talk to Oliver. You there, Oliver?
Yep,
You take with the queen or the pawn?
the queen.
All right. Explain to Nathaniel why you want to take with the queen.
Probably because it kind of opens up the king if you take with the pawn, and with the queen it just gets your queen developed and also protects your d6 bishop and protects the pawn and is a good defender on the king's side.
Yeah, exactly right. Thank you, Oliver. That was very good. Well said. Yes, now, Nathaniel, no one really would take with the pawn to support the centre because, as you said, the king is too open. If we take with a queen, we've recaptured with developing move, so we've like gained a free move, and the queen's protecting all the stuff there. If we take with the pawn, it's our poor old king, like this diagonal's open, maybe you can play knight h4 and the queen can check there. And what happens if you castle? It's really, really open. The castle king side is going to be really, really open. I'll tell you a little story. I had a game once I played a British Grandmaster called Tony Miles, who was one of the best players in the world. And I thought I had a good game, but I pushed the pawns in front of my king. And after the game I lost and he checkmated me. So I said, you know, where did I go wrong? I thought I had a good position. And he said, oh, I thought your king was a bit airy. So ever since then, I've been aware of what I call airy king syndrome. So you've got to keep a few pawns around your king for protection and be very careful not to be a victim of airy king syndrome like I was against Tony Miles. So you made a mistake here. You took with the pawn. Okay. He castles. So he's getting a bit ahead in development now. But you move your bishop out and hit his rook, so you're developing with an attack, so that's good. He plays rook e1, you play queen e7, that's okay. He played a3. What do you think about that? Is that a good move or a bad move?
I think a3 was probably okay. It does stop...
What's his idea? He's stopping bishop b4, is that the idea?
Yeah, and he kind of wants to maybe block up my bishop I have on d6.
Okay, all right, let's go back, see if the guys can think of a better idea. So a3, sort of a useful little move, but it's not super aggressive or anything. Can you guys suggest a better move for white that would put black under more pressure? If you were white here, what would you play? So type in the questions, what do you reckon white should play here? No one's had a go yet. Come on. There's an attacking move. Yeah, Bridgesh has got it. Well done, Bridgesh. Anyone else see an attacking move? Daniel? Nope. Not queen d2. Lucas has got it. I think I've got everyone baffled because there's only... Oh, Joey goes knight d5. No, I just take the knight. That would be no good. Sam's going knight d5 again. No, most of you have got it. The best move would be... Whoops, hang on. Sorry, I'll just get rid of these coloured bits. The best move would be knight h4, because then we're threatening a to fork on g6, and there's this lovely square on f5. So if he stops us going to g6, we can park our knight on f5, and it'll be sort of dominating the whole kingside and stuff. So fortunately, he didn't come up with that idea. So he just did a3. You went rook f. What's your idea with rook f8, Nathaniel?
I think it was kind of to get the two pawns like you had seen
Side by side.
yeah, side by side to kind of get a bit of controlling there.
Okay, can he stop you doing that?
He,
Like if he just did h4 now, wouldn't that stop it?
yeah,
And then
probably would have.
he's still threatening that knight g6 thing.
Yeah.
All right. So if you're not going to do rook f8, what could you do instead? What would be a good...
Maybe castling queenside would be quite good because my king's quite airy and I've got my bishop on a6 to protect that.
Yes, yes. Now,
d7.
what you should be thinking about, all you guys, is building up. I keep saying that in the games we go through. So you don't want to attack with your 1 or 2 or even 3 pieces you've got out there, because you've got really powerful pieces like this rook sitting here in the corner, not helping at all. And there's a nice half-open file coming down on his king. Like if you could double your rooks on there and throw your pawns at him, you might end up with a pretty powerful attack. But you've got to get all your bits in the game. So castles queenside would be the go. Get your queen rook in and then off you go. Now you did rook f8, so you're sort of trying to do stuff like push s5, but you haven't got your other pieces helping you. He went h4. Don't know why. Seems like a waste of time. Now again, you should play castles, but you've gone f5. This is good points and bad points. What would be a bad point about it, Nathaniel?
Bad point is how I haven't castled yet. It's still opening my king side. So that's gradually getting. If I leave my king there, it's gradually will get weaker and weaker and weaker.
Right, now what about this rook?
Oh
that
yeah.
Rook's on the e file. So if you don't play f5, we'll take that move back. So his rook's just bumping into his pawn. His rook's not doing anything, is it? But if you play f5 and he does a swap, then the rooks are suddenly attacking your e pawn, and the knight's attacking it, and maybe you're under a little bit of pressure.
Yeah.
So f5 sort of might be a little bit premature. Let's see what happens. He does take it. You take with the rook. Okay, so your rook's got it covered, and you've got your rook in the game, so that's okay. Now he does knight e4, so that's a good move. So he's bringing his knight into attacking spot in the middle of the board. Is he threatening anything now?
He's kind of threatening to take the bishop. But
is that a threat, or is that just a swap for equal stuff?
That's just a swap. But
yeah, just a swap. So has he got any other move that's threatening?
Not that I can see.
Yeah, not really. All right. So what should you do again if he's not threatening anything?
I should now castle.
You should definitely castle. Castle, bring your other rook in. You've got quite a nice position. All right, but you didn't do that. You came up with a plan. I think you're going to go for his king straight away. But there's a problem with queen g7. What have you missed?
I have missed.
What can he reply that you probably haven't noticed?
Oh, he can reply by winning a pawn. By now taking my bishop, I take back, and with his queen he gets that pawn.
He might be able to play knight takes d6. And again, he might not. This might be a trap. Let's have a look. This is interesting. All right. Have a little analysis of this position, guys. Should white play knight takes d6 and win that pawn? Or is it maybe a little trap and he shouldn't do it? So would you take that bishop? Yes or no on the questions. You might have to analyse 2 or 3 moves deep. Bridgesh and Josh are going no. Nathaniel's going yes. Callum's going no. Sam's going yes. Derek says no, it's terrible. Oliver's sitting on the fence with a maybe. Okay. Derek says it's terrible. All right, let's have a talk to Derek. Derek, you there?
Yes.
You reckon knight takes bishop is terrible, do you?
Yes, because if the queen goes down and takes, then your rook can just take the knight on f3.
Very good. All right. So you've noticed a bit of a tactic. All right. Thank you very much for that. Well done.
I didn't see that.
Okay, now, so Nathaniel, Daniel's saying, so he's saying, let's have a look here. I'll just get rid of the red arrows. Okay, so he's saying if the knight takes the bishop, pawn takes, and then if you take the pawn, you see the tactic that Black's got?
Yeah, I didn't look at that.
You didn't look at that? Yeah. So you've got to look at checks and captures. So far these have been captures. Now, it looks like he can take that knight, and you've lost a piece.
Yes.
So does everyone agree with this, that Black has now lost a piece, or does White have some move that can get out of it? Type on the question what you think. Good for Black, he's won a piece, or White has a way out, and if so, what's the way out? Daniel's suggesting White could play rook e5 check, which gets a pawn back but doesn't get a piece. Derek has found the right move. Josh has found the right move.
Oh.
Can you see them a good move for White?
Yep. You take the pawn with the queen.
That's right. White can play queen takes, rook takes, king moves somewhere, then you take his rook. So Black, instead of winning a piece, he's ended up losing the exchange. So this just shows you that, you know, you have to look at captures and checks, and you have to analyse a little bit deeper just to make certain all the tactics are covered. But I don't think he took you. Let's have a look. Let's see what he did. Oh, he did. He took. You took. So now we're saying he could take, but instead he plays b3. What do you think of b3?
I think it's kind of almost like a waiting move. It's kind of just average. It's not really doing anything.
Yeah, it looks like a bit of a waste of time. Maybe he's playing c4 to lock your bishop in, but it still looks like a bit of a waste of time. So what should you do now?
I should probably castle.
Probably castle.
No, maybe
if
not,
he takes
because
the pawn, you can still take the knight on f3 then.
Yeah.
So probably for the third time we're screaming at you, castle, castle. But you didn't castle, you dropped back. Your plan being to put the rook behind the queen and threaten mate in one.
Yeah.
Might be good, might not be good. Let's have a look. Now he takes the pawn. You could probably still castle and get the hell out of there. But you said, I'm threatening mate in one, and I've got all my fingers crossed that he doesn't see it. So is this a good plan for you or not?
It's probably not, because it's quite like a average shot.
Can he get out of it?
Yes, he can take the free pawn and check me.
Yeah, and swap queens, or he could just play g3 and get out of it.
Yeah.
So this isn't a very good attack. It's again a situation where, like, you're trying to attack with only two pieces and you've got your other men on the side of the board not helping. So we need to build up. All right, let's see what he does. He takes with the rook. You run to d8. Okay, now will he see the checkmate? Yes, he's seen the checkmate and played g3. You play queen f7, so you're hitting his knight. What do you think he should do now?
He should probably...
Joey said rook e7, which loses a rook, so no, Joey, not rook e7. What should White do?
He should probably either take... No, he should probably...
You're attacking his knight on f3. Does he need to worry about that, or can he ignore it?
He should probably move his knight to d4 to kind of get it actually, to kind of use it and get it kind of...
Bad. If it were me, I think I'd play rook d1. So if you take the knight, then I've got checkmate on d7. So that might tie you down a little bit. Let's see what he did. I went rook e1. All right. Now, what should we? He just made his move. What should we say to ourselves?
Look for all checks and captures.
No, we should say, what is he threatening?
Yeah.
All right. Is he threatening anything?
Yes, if I take his knight...
No. In this position, you haven't moved. In this position, is he threatening anything? If it was his go now, does he have a killer threat somewhere?
No, not really. He has got queen e7, but that's just a trade-off of queen.
All right, so he's not threatening anything. So what do you reckon you should do?
I should probably...
Look at all checks and
should-
captures.
I should probably...
There's a free, delicious, juicy knight sitting there on F3. Do you want to take that?
No, I don't. Because...
Because he... Okay, so we're looking at queen takes knight, but you're worried he's got a killer reply or something, so just tell me what his killer reply is.
I'm kind of worried that he's gonna go queen e7-ish and kind of attack through that.
Yeah, but can't you just play king c7 and you're safe?
Yeah.
So do you want to take the knight? Do you want a free knight or not?
Actually, probably I will have the free knight.
Yes, I will have a free knight too. So now you're a piece up with the one game. Congratulations. But he plays rook e7. So now what do we say?
Look at all.
No.
What's he threatening?
Okay, you tell me what he's threatening.
He's threatening...
He has a pretty big threat. What is it?
Yeah, he's threatening checkmate there on...
Yeah, he's threatening checkmate on d7. All right. Can you get out of it?
Yes, I can put my bishop on c8.
Yeah, you could just play bishop c8. Whoops, wrong colour again. I keep pressing the wrong button. All right. You could play bishop c8, defending it, and you seem to be a piece up without too many problems. All right, but you didn't do that. You played rook check. So tell me about why you played rook check.
I don't know, really. Oh, yes, I see it. I didn't think about the queen on the other side of the board. I think if he took the pawn, I would then check through g3.
Yeah, you went check, and
Yeah.
then you noticed, oh dear, golly gosh, he can take me.
Yeah.
You lost your queen for nothing. Ah, all right, so you were a piece up here with a winning position, and just because of a simple little tactic, so the situation, so I'm trying to get you in the idea of when he's moved, you say, what is he threatening? Now, it's your turn to move, so you've decided you're going to play rook takes g3 check. But before you do that, you say, okay, what's he going to reply? Just have a quick look around in case I've missed something. And say, obviously, he's going to take me. I'm going to take him. Has he got a good move there? Oh, hang on. His queen can take me back. So you've got to ask yourself those questions if you want to get better at tactics. And I think you're resigned here because you're obviously heaps down. All right, so that was an interesting little game. Now, but we need to work on our tactics. So I've got one or two little puzzles that I want to test you guys with. See how we go. So let me bring them up now. Oops, hang on. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. All right. Press the right button. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see who can be the first to solve it. White to play. What should white play here? So type in the question. You can type too if you want, Nathaniel. What should white play here? Derek's got the answer. Joey's got the answer. Josh has got it. Daniel's got it. Thomas has got it. Callum's got it.
Oh.
We're going well. Daniel's missed it. No, Daniel's missed out. Bridgesh has missed out. Harry's got it. Nathaniel's got it. Sam's missed out. All right, most of you guys got it. So Nathaniel, what is the answer?
It's queen takes a7, forcing him to take back with the king.
Yes. So queen takes there, king takes, and what do we do then?
We go to a2 with a rook.
Yeah, beautiful, checkmate. Okay, so now, how did we find that? Because we don't often look at sacrificing our queen for nothing. We looked at all checks and captures, didn't we? So we looked at queen takes pawn check, even though it looks like a silly move. We didn't just say, oh, that's silly, he takes us, end of looking. We looked deeper, another move or two, and we found the checkmate. All right, so that was an easy one. So most of you got it. Well done. All right, let's move on to another one. Okay, this one's a bit harder. White to play and win. So what would you guys play for white? Off you go, so you can get it first. White to play and win. And I need at least two moves here, not just one move. I need 2 moves. What are you guys just typing in the first move? Derek's gone king h1, which doesn't look very winny. Okay. Most of you are still typing in 1 move. I need a white move, a black move, and a white move. Let me see. Most of you got the right first move. Some of you have got the wrong second move. Like Sam has the wrong second move. Daniel has the wrong second move. How are you going, Nathaniel? Have you got any idea? What would be your first move?
I've got the 97 check, but then I'm pretty sure.
Right, I'll give you guys a hint. 97 check. That looks like a pretty obvious move because it's forking the king and the queen.
Yeah.
So that is right. So now his king has to go in the corner.
I think
All right. Now, what second move do we do?
Is it? Do we take on f8, the rook on f8? Oh, I've seen it. We take the queen on with the queen on h7, and then we go take the rook across to h3.
Ah, excellent. Very good. So let's see who got it. Joshua got it. Sam got it. Daniel got it. And Joey got it. Yeah, so a lot of you guys in this position, you just went knight takes queen, haha, I've got a queen, which would be a good move, but not the best move. Because I tell you also, when you find a good move, look for a better move. So Nathaniel, who's getting the hang of this now, looking at all checks and captures, queen takes h7 check. Looks like a silly move, giving up a queen for a pawn like the last game that you wouldn't look at. But we'll just look a move further, and we see we've got this lovely rook h3 check. He's got to put the queen in, and we get a checkmate. Very nice. You're getting the hang of this, Nathaniel. Well done. All right, let's have another one. Okay, this one is white to play. So guys, type in, I want 2 moves, white to play. What are white's move, black move, and then white's next move? See who can get it first. Everyone's thinking hard because there's a lot of checks and captures to look at. Oliver's given me 1 move, but I need 3 moves. Sam's got the wrong idea. Oh, hang on. Sam's having a couple of goes.
Oh.
Yeah, guys, I don't want 1 move. I need 1 move, black's reply, and white's next move.
Knight takes h7.
Nathaniel, it's sounding like you've got an idea. What's your idea?
I'm thinking knight takes h7, and then his knight takes h7.
So you're going to play knight takes h7, so his knight's got to take you, and what are you going to do then?
And then I'm thinking of knight g6 checkmate.
You're thinking pretty well. Gee, you're getting the hang of this. Some of you got that. Excellent. So let's just go back. So we look at all checks and captures. So we're going knight takes h7 check. Knight has to take, and then we've got him in a nice smothered mate with our knight. Excellent. I might be naughty and sneak in 1 more. Whoops, hard to move. Hope no one saw that. All right, this was actually a position of one of my students, Ryan Cam, the other day. He was white, and he's in a bit of trouble here because he's going to be a piece down. He's just taken on c5, and his opponent can take back with the queen, the knight, or the rook. So which piece should he not take back with? The queen, the knight, or the rook for black? Ryan is white, his opponent is black. His opponent's about to win a piece. Black to play. Which piece should he not take back with on c5? Is the queen the bad one, the knight the bad one, or the rook the bad one? We've got Sam's going queen, Justin's going knight, Oliver's going queen, Josh and Joey going knight, Callum's going rook, Bridges is going queen, Nathaniel's going knight. What's the problem with taking with the knight, Nathaniel? You don't like the knight?
Yeah.
What's the problem with that?
I just think if you do the knight's got a pretty nice attack on e7, and it would be a bit annoying to leave it. But,
okay.
And
all right. Let's have a look. So what he should do is he should take with the queen, for the simple reason that that queen now then pins white's queen and kills off any white attacks. So there's probably going to be a queen swap. He might have to lose his rook for a knight, but we have two knights and a pawn for a rook or something, so he'd be well up. But he didn't do that. What he actually did, he took with the rook. Now, Nathaniel, seeing you're going so well and you're on a run, what do you reckon white should do now? He's a piece down. His knight on c6 is attacked. Now you're in tactics mode here. You want to swindle him? What can you do? Anyone who wants to type it in and see if you can beat Nathaniel to come out with the idea? Bridges has got the idea. Joey's got it. Derek's got it.
no, I think I've gotten it.
All right. What would you do?
I think I know kind of what the end looks like, the end result, but
Give me
I
the
don't
first
know.
move and we'll see how we go. What's your first move?
Knight e7 check.
Nup. You want another go? Josh has got it. Look at all checks and captures, even if they look silly. Nathaniel, you can do it. Show me another check or capture. Benji's going rook e8, which is wrong. Thomas is going queen takes rook, which is wrong. Lucas has got it.
Yes, isn't it knight takes the other knight on h8? Or
No,
b8?
No, fail. Here we go. Queen takes f7 check. Did you look at that one?
Oh, no, I didn't.
You've got to look at all checks and captures. Now, let's see what happens. So he has to take the queen. Now, what can we do now?
We can check
Look at all checks and captures. What's a good check?
We can check him on e8.
Yeah, we check him with the rook. So he's got a block. Now what can we do? Look at all checks and captures.
We could, don't know. Could we take the rook on f7? No.
We could, but if he takes the rook back with the king, we've just lost the game. You've got mate in 3 here. Come on. Look at all checks and captures.
Oh, I see. You
What is
take, you, check with the knight on e7.
Yes, check on e7. He's got to go in the corner. And we take the other knight, and we've got him on the back rank. Cool. Oh, well, you got 2 out of 3. That wasn't bad, and most of you guys did very well on that. But I hope that gives you the idea about looking at all checks and captures, even if they look a bit silly, and you'll be much, much better at tactics, which is the most important thing in chess after all, because all your games are decided by tactics pretty well. Anyway, that's the end of today's lesson, so thank you, Nathaniel. I'm glad your internet hung in there after a slow start.
Yeah.
And I'll look forward to seeing you all next Thursday. And for those of you who are in Melbourne, we have RJ Shield on Sunday. So I hope I'll see a few of you down there and we can get in some good tournament games and get our ratings moving along. So thank you all, and I'll see you all next week. Good night.